So between episodes, I was doing some thinking, and I found something kind of interesting. So if the blood pressure is strong enough, it could probably launch us. So the main thing about this game is captures. How do we use our captures? With our cap! To capture, okay. I'm really bad with the jokes. Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Super Mario Odyssey. Last time, well, I'll save you for later. We did some exploration here in the seaside kingdom, continuing our way forward, and this time, well, we are hopefully going to finish up the rest of the kingdom and taking on the boss of the world. So, first things to note is take out that guy and ground pound for a moon. Already off to a grand start. Yeah. So, next up, we're going to dive down inside the waters for some more coins. 72. Working out pretty well. And continuing on forward for some more coins. If we'll get there slowly. And I can use this time to also adjust my notes a bit. I feel like I'm missing something here, over here. Yeah, it's really easy to lose your placement. There's a kingdom. There's something over here. Nope, I got them. I have a terrible memory. If I forgot something that happened like 5 seconds earlier, yikes. So our next thing to do is head down into this little trench here. Alright, heading on to the bottom. We have ourselves a ground pound. And a platforming challenge to go through. So upon heading through, you gotta be very fast about this. Like, it might take you... I guess it's gonna take me like 4 tries now. Alright. That's good enough. So anyways, you gotta ground pound and then make your way quickly through this area. The timing is pretty precise. Alright, jump there. There we go. Yeah. It just took a little effort. But we got it. Also, you can also continue seeing when I recorded, and that was end of December, when things were getting pretty busy for me. So our next course of action is going to be along the side here. Let's go ahead and capture. I said capture. Sheep. And head on along the little basin, because I think there's something out here. I guess that's a little bit of ways. Anyway, since Dory's around here, let's go ahead and collect the moon. Merci. 3. I'm very bad at French. So anyways, continuing on a little this way. Somewhere around here. Oh yes, here's a landmark. We're going to use this for, well, preparations. And heading on down, grabbing ourselves a trench. That's a little bit of a perspective where we are. Down there is the Sphinx. That we did last episode, I think. Something like that. So inside here, Malray! Anyways, following the mall right in a bit, we can come in here for a moon. Okay, I'll take that. I thought the Amare was out, but I guess not. So next up, we're going to head on into this little cavern here. There we go. Alright, please. Alright, 78. So we are getting there. So upon heading up to the surface for some air, we got some more Gooshins around, and things aren't looking so hot. Alright. So, upon going around, well, it's maybe hot. Maybe we can spray water on it. So yeah, quite lava-y, if I must say so myself. So you can, inside the water, uncapture a Gooshin, and then go ahead and get these. The hot springs are so nice and warm. Indeed they are. So inside here at the hot spring island, we're going to open up a little ways and then spray to uncover a lot of everything. It's like, hey, yeah, this is how you control a Gooshin. Me, I'm doing advanced techniques, okay? So I'm just opening the way up a little bit further, and somewhere up here... Ah, yes, right here. Some coins. Just taking things super cautiously. So right down here, some more coins. Alright, 87. Nice. With that all done, I had to look over my notes a little briefly, so we got ourselves the last moon here. Alright, with that all done, the lava here has cleaned up, and one thing to note, once you ground pound this, you will begin the boss fight of the region. On the chest over there, kind of like above my head, there is a life heart in there should you need it, so... Alright, time to take back the sparkle water indeed. So welcome to the boss fight of the region. The boss arena is the entire map. Really cool indeed. So, upon heading out this way, we have ourselves the boss of the region. Mollusk Lanceur, or, to be exact, Mollusk Lanceur the Third. Dumpling of Bubbling. That is his official name, well, his name in the Prima guides. Otherwise, Mollusk Lanceur. So, in order to fight this guy, you got to navigate around him and clean off his head. Alright, didn't work that time. So yeah, so he will be spinning things around. So you can actually do a lot of cycle skips. If you are good enough with your movements, you only need one full cycle around the entire region. So, spinning things around. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, so he follows a set cycle around the entire region. And doing things swaggy while he's at it. Alright then, so he's over at the hot springs. Alright, that second hit. So continuing on forward, there's a couple ways you can fight him. The other way is ground pounding. And the waters have been restored here to the kingdom. And we are done here. My goodness, what a pretty sunset. And it's so nice that the fountains and the sparkling water are back. But it doesn't seem like Bowser is in this kingdom anymore. Shall we head to the next one? That we shall. So the kingdom is at peace, and what a beautiful sight. So Bubbly is now fully operational. Let's go ahead and buy ourselves a hint toad because, well, I've been ignoring him. I know exactly what that one is. So really there's not too much left here in the kingdom. But there is still quite a bit. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to lose our minds. So coming up over this way, can you volley the ball 15 times? This is our beach volleyball court. Have you played? You might enjoy it. Just touch the ball to return. The volley continues until the ball hits the ground. So this goes on to something fun called 2-player mode. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So, 2-player mode. Press ZL, ZR. Actually, I want Cappy. Actually, this will work fine. So, we are going to head up here to the volleyball court. Okay, that was a miss. So, with 2-player mode, you can go around and you can press Y on the controller to freely move around with Cappy. This makes things so much easier, so with that all done, press Y to go back. So, we're going to head up here to the court, and we can control Cappy. So Cappy, you can control isolatedly with 2-player mode. Why should I do this? Mario, if he goes around, will be like... He requires momentum to get started. Just starting sand, your movement will be very restrictive. Thankfully with Cappy, you can just move around freely, without the whole physics, real life, that stuff. So, welcome to probably one of my least favorite moons in the game. 2-player mode makes this moon really easy. 1-player mode, this is masochism, because this is slow. Because, much like the jump rope one, you need 100 to get both moons. And you see how slow this is. This is why this is one of my least favorite moons of the game. So, with that all done, cue speed up. Alright, peace out. I got both my moons, so once we are done, probably should do this like this. 1 player. Alright, finally done with that hellhole. So yeah, if the ball's coming too fast, you can throw me, yeah. I'll let you do your own thing, Cappy. Yeah. So yeah, so 2-player mode, I'll be honest, isn't that great. It's essentially, it's a little bit more involved than Mario Galaxies, but still not really that involved. Just controlling Cappy, letting you do captures, but really, I see it a little bit more of a hindrance than a help. Just because, well, if you want a home, you got your homing capabilities. So, coming on along further along the beachway, this, going on forward, there's not too much left here here in the kingdom. I guess one thing to note though is that coming on down here, that Goshen will snipe you from the landmark. We're going to head on down into this little waterway. 3 more coins there. So, taking this Cube Cube. And we're going to head on through this little pathway here. Head on to the end. Shake. And then, camera, there we go. The Glass Palace treasure chest. Alright. Didn't want to take the damage there, but I guess we'll do. So coming on forward, 4 more coins, and I don't want to do this. I guess we can take care of the Atlas Challenge first. So here, you gotta swim across. Recommendation. Z and Y. I guess ZL and Y. There we go. Not too bad. The problem is that the Cheep Cheeps, if you get hit, then... Well, back to the start for you. I'll I'll do my shopping in a little bit. So, our next course of action. Probably should have took a cheap sheep in here, but meh. Yeah, you can follow this down for a hidden moon. Yeah. I know, it's a shortcut. I wouldn't really call it a shortcut though, because the fastest way is just going on top of the water, but whatever works, works. So yes, this deposited us back over this way. So we're next. We'll do this region next, so. Lighthouse. So, right up here we have ourselves Glide On. Who wants to glide? Two things to glide to. First one is the shop, which is now floating above the surface. Bonjour, Dory. And Glide On frickin' dies. Wonderful. And then heading back up here because we got another one. Yeah, so Glide On is used for 2 moons. The other one is right down here. Just got to glide gracefully down to, well, the Bubblanian that's here. Hello there. Your flight was an amazing sight to behold. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. So you might have noticed some, I guess I really have been falling behind on my regional areas. So this region is based on the south of France, or I guess southern France. And the other thing to note though is that, well, I guess since we kind of skipped out on Shiveria, sounds awfully like Siberia. And it's also cold as heck. So our next area that we're going to go to is down here. The reason why I say down here, actually I think we want to go to this one, is that we have 2 moons here. So, we can head down this hole first. Alright, so I guess I was wrong. Actually, yes. We want to go down this one first. So we want to take this area and hit those coins now. Better now than later. So, some coins there. Yeah, so the perspective here is kind of wonk. So we want to head to this one first. I guess this one next. So upon heading into this one, you can kind of see where everything is. So, we want to hit that guy and hit him that way. And upon sneaking your way into this little room for a very well hid coin, moon. Indeed, a very hell hid moon. So, we gotta get our way out. So that's that one. So next up, we want to head to this far one. The other one to note, though, the one on the other side leads to nowhere. So here we got to hit the Koopa shell, knock it down. All right, good. Please. There we go. Yeah, ducking is never easy, so what we want to do is hit this one and head up here for some coins. We only have 3 left. I don't remember where they are, but I don't think they're too hard to get. On second thought, I do know where they are. Alright then, so getting our way down that way. Yeah, this is another 8-bit section I really like. It's very involved, so upon completing that entire puzzle, treasure. Arr. And we are done inside that room. So, next area, I guess let's go ahead and get ourselves the last coin. So the last coins are right down here. Easy enough. Should have grabbed them earlier, but meh. So I guess our next location... Give me a second to think. Alright, so I do believe our last few moons are going to be right up in this general area. Let's not get Gushen. Where are you, Dory? Bloody Gushens. Did I tell you they're annoying? Alright then, so coming on through here, I don't actually think there's anything to note. That there's any new clothing. The sailor doesn't really have any origins. Resort outfit, I don't think has any either. Future me, if you remember, please put down if there's anything in note here. So yeah, so there's the sailor and the resort. We do need the resort. Alright, so now we're looking a little bit more cooled off. So right down inside this little area, we got a lot of kelp on the ceiling. Not the most dangerous. I think the other one is a little more dangerous, so. Please. There we go. I'll take my damage boost. Indeed a danger ceiling. Alright then, so next course of action is going to be the hot springs. So somewhere around here, there's a new room that has opened up. I think it's, yep, right underneath your point. Not what I was thinking of. Where is it? Ah, it's right down here. Okay. So, inside this room, we got ourselves another challenge. This room, oh boy. So, uproots are back. And you better be quick about it. So, I'm just damage boosting. So, the lava is going to be rising, so. Do fast-paced ones to, well, beat the curb. Because, well, things are pretty dangerous. So, upon heading out that way, I'm going to hop across here, hop there, go up fast here for another moon, stretch on the side path. Okay. Damage boost, I'll take it. Alright then, so that's it with the lava tower. You just gotta be very cautious about your ascents. Yeah, I'm just way too focused, making sure I don't perish accidentally. Or get me out of this hell room. That's very nerve-wracking. So I think... I'm trying to remember if that lava is insta-kill or not. No, I think it's just traditional lava, but it might as well be an insta-kill. So lastly, here at the area, somewhere around here, yes, right back here, we got ourselves another seed. It's a long way back. So, I'll save you the trouble of me navigating all the way back to the resort house. Alright then. So, that is starting to grow. So we're back here, let's try and grab ourselves another moon. Yeah! So these other moons, they aren't done yet. And it might seem like they take a while to grow, but actually no. The Bubblanian there gives you a little hint on how to expedite the process. In terms of growing, and that involves a Gushin. So, you just stay on top. You just hover on top. Make sure you have enough. Nope. Thankfully, there is a little pool right over here to refill yourself. There we go. Just line yourself up. And let things grow. Alright, that one is done. Yeah, very nervous that there is a bad guy here. Yeah, so Bubble Lane, just since we're kind of concluding out the kingdom, alright, that's enough. Yeah, looks like that will be hell to get. Just kind of giving my thoughts on Bubble Lane. I think it's a pretty alright kingdom. Okay, just trying to think how I can get to that one. Alright. Well, we got that one. There we go. So that was the last seed there. The Canyon Seed. Takes a lot to get to. So Bubble Lane, the purple coins suck, but everything else I really like. It's a relaxing kingdom to say the least. I mean, the general theme is very relaxing. The underwater theme of Bubble Lane, while it's only used for one area, that's kind of terrifying. The rest of the kingdom is pretty good. So, let's relax. So there is another way to get into that door, but not till later. I'm just checking this out, seeing if I have anything else. A relaxing dance, that's literally next. Other hints, please. Seaside Kingdom Art. And found on the beach, good dog. Well, I know what those are. So, let's do a relaxing dance. Very nice. Here to dance. Well, we're done hula dancing there. That was a very relaxing dance. I give it an 8 out of 10. So only a couple things left to note here. The first thing to note though is going to be with this fountain over here, since our last few things are just in this general region. So we can take this all the way up to the top. And upon getting spit out, there's nothing enough there, but if you dive down into the fountain, at the very bottom, we have ourselves a nice little portal. Alright. Upon clearing that out, yeah, secret path to Lake Lamode. So this painting is super complicated. Pretty much how this painting works is that the second kingdom of the second batch goes to the first kingdom of the first batch. So for example, if you do Shiveria second, then Shiveria's painting will lead here. Alternatively, if you did Wooded Kingdom first, in terms of the first batch, then this will lead to the Wooded Kingdom. So let's head on back. Alright, and the very last thing is the dog, which I forgot about. So the dog will lead you to a falls lead over here. Alright, lead me to the coins. Good boy. Alright then, so that was a false lead, so you have to lead the dog to the correct location. Thankfully I know where it is, as long as the good pupper will follow me. Who's a good boy? Come on, boy, right over here. So over here, you'll sniff out the location, which should be right about here. There we go. And we're done. Good dog. Alright. Just using my fancy movements to get on back to Hint Toad. So I think Hint Toad should just show me the keep, and that's it. Show me the money. That's literally the Hint Moon. And that's it. Very nice. A nice round 50 moons. Please. There we go. And with that all done, the way to the next kingdom has been opened. Alright, on to the Luncheon Kingdom. Blah Bowser can't run forever. So, up to 320 moons. So, with that all said and done, we made pretty good progress this episode. We've beat the boss of the kingdom, Lanceur, and finish up the rest of the seaside. Next time in Super Mario Odyssey. Now this has been a pretty long episode, just cleaning up the rest of things. We depart for luncheon, and begin what some consider to be the best kingdom of the game. I will see you all then.